So as you guys are aware, I ended up doing a video on the developer or executive producer, I should say, of Anthem, former executive producer, called Mark DARRAH. Now, DARRAH is a developer that made a video that we reacted to where he had a little bit of a melty melt and decided to go crazy over people that were apparently being too cruel to developers, right? People that were being too cruel to people who make video games. This guy made an entire 15-minute video over how bad it is to be mean to developers. Well, apparently, we have proof of his actions thanks to Asmongold, who absolutely roasts him in a clip that is shared on Twitter, and we're going to go over it. So let's get into this video, guys. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. Now, we have a post here from somebody called Solanath. I don't know if I'm saying their name right. I apologize. But it says Grums and Asmongold were both completely right about this. DARRAH has called the West anti-Islam, told white people that they couldn't get mad at riots. He demonized and talked down to straight white men and joked about forcefully vaccinating anti-vaxxers with a blow dart. Now, before we get into Asmongold's video, I want to make it very clear. When somebody like Mike DARRAH or Mark DARRAH, whatever his name is, when somebody like him likes to go out and make a video telling everybody else to be not cruel, right, to the developers who are working very hard to make those video games, I guarantee you those people are ultimate pieces of crap usually, which is very easily proven through their social medias, which, by the way, their social medias are exactly why they end up getting so much hate in the first place. They make certain decisions to want to go out there and say things to people on their public profiles, while whether or not they represent a company fully, that's up to you to decide. But ultimately, if you are an employee of a company, especially in the gaming industry, you are going to represent them in some way, shape, or form with your actions and how you speak. There is no doubt about that. People are going to look at you and realize, oh, you're a writer at Ubisoft and you're acting like this? Okay, yeah, that's probably not a good look. And oh, look, another developer, a level designer over at Ubisoft acting the same way. Gee, is this a company-wide problem? People are going to start asking questions and they're going to have issues. Now, we have a post here from Grums where he shared this screenshot and he said, "We didn't start this. We just wanted to play video games, but we're not going to take it lying down anymore." And I agree. It's a very simple standpoint. People are tired of this nonsense, and we're going to keep calling out the true actual woke stuff. We're going to keep calling out the true actual nonsense. And as people, listen, make up your own mind. I've always said that. Before we get into Asmongold's video, I want to be very clear. Make up your own mind. Take what we say with a grain of salt. It's just information. It's entertainment at the end of the day. But we try to inform to the best of our abilities. And of course, we're going to be wrong sometimes. We're going to be right sometimes. Things are going to change sometimes. That's just a natural course of things. But we hope, or at least I hope anyway, that through my information in videos, I will be able to give you the level of transparency that the gaming industry cannot give you, or will not give you, I should say. That's the better way to say it. They will not give it to you. They openly advocate against transparency. And by allowing us to have these channels and having these conversations, we are able to give transparency where the industry will not give it to you. Now, let's see the absolute destruction that Asmongold gives to us here.
So
let me press pause really quick. Now, keep in mind, guys, Asmongold, again, this is like a 1-minute clip. He absolutely destroys DARRAH here because I don't know if his editor maybe did this. I'm sure they did. But this guy was going over DARRAH's comments, and DARRAH's the guy who's telling you not to be cruel. But when you watch this video, you're going to see exactly how hypocritical that is to come from somebody like him. Check this out.
So in DARRAH's latest video, here's another subject, the more toxic elements of video game fandom, which are much more of an issue of developers than players might think. In a 2023 GDC survey of game developers, 91% of respondents said abuse from players was a problem, and if we're being honest, we've seen people go way over the top at developers online. Well, here's the thing, though, and this is, dude, Mark Curran is right about this. Tell that to the devs who are posting anti-white.
All right, so here we go. Hold on. Before we continue, look, the first tweet. This is the guy who's telling you not to be cruel, by the way. He says they love Trump. It's just what they want. Proof the West is anti-Islam. Let's keep going.
Hatred, attacks on gamers, and death threats.
Hold on, we got more. These riots are the action of the people who are so unheard, so frustrated, so desperate that they can think of nothing else to do, to be heard, to be recognized, and they are right. Have you been listening, seeing, and recognizing? Again, this was back during 2020, during the BLM riots that destroyed the country and caused billions of dollars in damage. This is the person who's telling everybody to just be nicer to people.
It's the MAGA. That's the problem.
Another one here. If you are reading this thread and thinking, who the fuck does the white guy think he is? He doesn't know. Ask yourself, are you thinking that because you are also that white guy? Because you don't want to hear from this someone like you? Because it is easier to look away?
It takes two to tango here. Is you have these developers that are constantly demonizing video players, and these people don't get fired. They post extremist political opinions fucking constantly. And they demonize the players, they talk down to the players, they're patronizing, and then you're surprised that the players say, hey, you know what, we don't like this? Is this a fucking joke? What do you mean? They can't handle the truth. Yes, I know, it's nuts.
So that kind of mindset is exactly the problem. When you see tweets like this, especially people benefiting most from privilege, i.e. white cis males, again, you could take one look at DARRAH and you can realize very quickly that he was a leftist. I mean, it's very obvious, right? Like if you look at his video, and if you don't know, if you've never seen the video, go check my video reacting to it. You'll see it on the channel. But if you look at the video, you'll very clearly see that this is a hardcore leftist complaining about people being cruel. It's like, my guy, you're on the receiving end of this supposed cruelty now, and now you can't handle it, and now you're telling everybody, oh, just be nice, when you're out here putting tweets like this, alternative to paying $100 to people getting vaccinated. And again, with the blow dart kind of nonsense. And this guy says the degree of mono voice that occurs in the industry must be acknowledged, and we must strive to make it better. And cis hetero white men need to be part of that solution. Indeed, giving out our existing positions, we need to be at the front. Again, this person has the mindset that him being a straight white male is apparently above and superior to everybody else. That's the mindset that DARRAH has. He views himself as higher than everybody else, especially minorities. And they'll try to pass it off as, no. I don't view it like that. I just recognize my privilege. No, my guy, when you say you recognize your privilege, you are essentially saying that you, because you are a white male, a straight white male, that you are inherently born with this weird like privilege card that nobody else has, and you need to be the voice of every minority out there, because without you, we can never be good on our own. It's ridiculous. Again, this person says people pointing out that steampunk has issues around imperialism and depiction of non-white cis male characters. Thank you for the insight. Holy shit, if the Canadian flag becoming a global symbol of crazy anti-vax protests. Again, this is the person telling you stop being cruel to developers. So again, guys, this is why I never listen to these kind of people. They are trying to police your thoughts. They are trying to police what you say. They're trying to police what's allowed, right? What's allowed for you to say. They want to censor things. They are the ones. They are the problem. These are the people who will lie to your face and say they are on your side, that they care about you, but ultimately they don't give two shits about you. They view themselves as being superior to you. They view themselves as being superior in general just because they were born a certain way. That is an absolute insane mindset that I will never, ever get behind. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.